Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Tuesday, June 29th, 2026. Thanks for listening. I'm Noah Allen. An Idaho Falls detective is being honored for his work protecting children. Local News 8 reports Detective Corey Payne received the prestigious Hometown Hero Award from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Idaho. The award recognizes Payne's distinguished record in law enforcement, particularly his work combating internet crimes against children. U.S. Attorney Bart Davis said competition for the award was fierce, but Payne's impact made him the clear choice. Along with the recognition, Detective Payne was presented with a letter of commendation, a commemorative medallion, and a challenge coin. An early morning commute turned into a wildlife encounter for a pair of Pocatello residents on Friday. Two moose were spotted wandering through a local neighborhood, prompting a reminder from wildlife officials about how to share the road with Idaho's largest animals. According to the Rexburg Standard-Journal, Brady Anderson and his son were leaving their house around 9:30 Friday morning, getting ready to head to the ICCU Dome for high school graduation events. That is when they noticed two unexpected visitors in a fenced-in pasture near West Wallen and Philbin Roads. Anderson says the moose seemed a bit stuck and admitted it was a unique experience to watch. While the sight of two moose ambling down a public road might be startling to residents, the Idaho Department of Fish and Game says it is not an uncommon sight for that neck of the woods. Southeast Regional Communications Manager Jennifer Jackson says the area west of Wallen and Philbin Roads provides plenty of moose habitat, including the water and vegetation they crave. A Fish and Game field officer was dispatched to monitor the pair, but Jackson says they prefer to let nature take its course. They will not step in unless public safety is at risk. With moose season in full swing, Fish and Game is reminding the public to give these large animals plenty of space. Officials say you should never approach or attempt to touch a moose. Keep your pets on a leash to avoid provoking them, and be especially cautious around cows with calves. And most importantly, never offer them food. A new 1-acre community garden is coming to Pocatello at North Arthur Avenue and King Street. City leaders and the Portneuf Valley Partners broke ground on the project Friday. The garden will not be ready for planting until next April. However, Portneuf Valley Partners board member Brittany Hobson says a waiting list already exists. According to EastIdahoNews.com, the space will initially feature 35 plots, with plans to add 30 more later. 4 planter boxes are preserved for the Idaho Food Bank. To use the space, patrons must complete at least 8 hours of community service per season. The Portneuf Valley Partners are leasing the land from the city for $1 a year. Hobson says the goal is to prove demand and eventually establish a network of gardens across both Pocatello and Chubbuck. While this will be the only active community garden in the city, it is not the first. 10 years ago, a local resident named Alexis Jorgensen started a community garden at Constitution Park. She maintained the planter boxes largely by herself for a decade. The city removed the garden when Jorgensen left to attend Idaho State University and could no longer keep up with the maintenance. To honor that effort, organizers are naming a section of the new site Lexi's Garden. These have been your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for June 9th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also just ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Noah Allen.